Piper here again with another video. This time I'm starting a new series where I share with everyone some eBay listings of a particular book or books. I know ETA Nick, he has his Got to Have videos where he shows recent purchases that usually are on eBay, which are on eBay. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show some books that are currently on eBay. And for this particular video, I'm highlighting X-Men #1. Now, of course, I have X-Men #1 here on the screen, as you can see, but other X-Men books show up. So I'm just going to click on and just talk a little bit about some of the X-Men #1s that are for sale right now on eBay. So let's just take a look at some of this. Now, with this video, I guess what I would like to do is just to show you, because there are a lot of questions about, how much should I pay for a book and so forth. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The best way to gauge how much a book is going for is to use eBay. I think it's a really good tool. It's free and it's up to date with what's out there on the market right now. So here we have the very first listing for X-Men #1 under this search. X-Men #1, a 2.0 to 2.5. Excellent book. He hopes to start the bidding at, well, he has the bidding starting at 2,500 with 0 bids, but you could buy it now for $3,300. Let's take a good look at this book. I'm not going to highlight every single X-Men #1. I'll just highlight a few and we'll just talk about it. Now, this is a raw copy. Here we go. Very nice. Now notice it is the light green right here where it says Marvel Comics Group, and don't miss this fabulous first issue. There are several. There's the light green version, and I've noticed that with X-Men #1 there's a dark green version. I see more of the light green version um, out there, but hopefully I'll show you what the dark green looks like if we have one for sale tonight. Okay, so this guy, Mr. Living, the back cover looks pretty good. I mean, now, I don't know what it looks like inside. I didn't look at the description yet, but the back cover looks pretty good. Now, when it comes to this book, I know Nick did a video, Perfect Centering. You talk to him about when it comes to centering. He's the authority on that. But when it comes to this book for me, I like the background of the book to be as white as possible. Now, I know that's difficult in lower grades, right? It's low grade's a low grade. But this looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's got some issues. Looks like what used to be tape over here by the strangest superheroes, and it's got some chipping on the side. Is this a 2.25? Maybe. Let's take a look at the staple. Okay, there's no rust there. Some obviously a lot of spine wear and some staple wear, but not too bad, not too bad. Let's just take another look here. Ooh, you'll earn $25 in eBay bucks. Let's see here. Blah blah blah. X-Men #1, wearing on cover. Spine pages are in excellent shape. Small stain on the upper side of the front cover, which we saw. Condition good plus fine. I don't know. That's a wide range. um, I don't know. It looks pretty good. It's low grade for sure, but it's not bad. The biggest thing here is that stain at the top. It looks to be maybe a piece of tape used to be there. I don't know. I'm no expert on this, but not a bad looking copy if you're looking for an X-Men #1. Now the price. Is that a good price? For, let's just say it's a 2.5. Let's give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Do you think this is a 2.5? Let's say it is. Is 3,300 a good price for a 2.5? Well, we'll answer that question towards the end of the video. We'll take a look at some sold listings and we'll see what sold for what. I don't know. I think for me right now, I think 3,300 if you bought it right now for a 2.5 is a little overpriced in my opinion. but that's just me. Now, okay, we just looked at this 2.0 to 2.5. It might be a 2.5. I don't know. But we took a good look at it. I mean, it doesn't have too many pictures of it, but you can see it right here. The cover is fairly white. Now let's look at this one. Let's skip over this one with this piece clipped out. Now take a look at this one. Look at this cover. Now this is an extreme case. This is really dirty, really rough, and it's again only 2 photos. There's the back cover. Look at that giant tear. It looks like there used to be tape on the sides. There's a lot of problems with this book. A lot of problems. Low grade for sure. I'd put that at a 1, in my personal opinion. DTA Collectibles, I know nothing about these guys. Has it a good minus? What's a good minus? When it gets past like 3.0, I lose. Is good minus at 1.8? I don't know. You correct me in the comments. Cover is loose with tape residue on the inside. Okay. Cover is glued to the book at several spots. Light rust at the staples. Okay. The cover is glued. That means this book is restored. Okay. I don't think this guy actually says it's restored, other than glued. I mean, most of us know when you have glue on the cover, it's restoration. But he doesn't use the word restored, or at least I don't see it right now. Light rust at the staples. Can't even see the damn staples. Maybe right over there in that corner. So, is this a good buy for 1955? I would avoid this book like the plague, in my opinion. It's an ugly book. If you're going to save up $2,000 to put toward an X-Men #1, not all 1.5s, not all 2.0s, not all 3.0s are made the same. There are some 3.0s that look very much like a 3.0, and then there are some 3.0s that look like 4.0s. I think this is a very this is a bad looking book. It doesn't present well at all. I think if you were going to save $2,000 for an X-Men, a low grade X-Men #1, maybe if you saved a couple hundred or more, you could probably get a way better looking copy. And here we go. We'll look at this one now. I'm just going to look at a few more, then we'll move on. Now here's a graded 2.0. There's light green. To me, the light green in the Marvel area and where it says first issue, it looks faded to me. But I don't know. Overall, not a bad looking book. Just looking at this one photo, off white, 2 small pieces of tape on the spine. As I get older, I'm becoming less and less a fan of tape. This guy wants to start bids 20 hours. This is up already at $27.50. Lots of cool stuff. This is the seller. The back cover is missing a chunk on that corner, but other than that, not bad for at least a 2.0. I think it's overpriced. If that's where he wants to start the bidding, I think it's overpriced. Custom cover. This one looks real. Oh, here we go again. 0.7. I don't know what grade 0.7 is. X-Men #1, 1963.7. Okay. Here's a good example of a real faded, ugly looking book. And this guy wants $1,000 for it. Is that a good price for it? For something like this? Well, he wants to start the bidding at US dollars, a little over $1,000. Is that a good place to start the bidding? I wouldn't go for this one. The book is graded at a 0.7. What the hell is a 0.7? Could somebody explain that to me? Am I missing out on something? Should I be doing more research on what these grades are? Because I never heard of a 0.7. Maybe I'm missing something. I've heard of 0.5, but I never heard of a 0.7. I've even heard of a 0.3. I've seen them. Let's see if we could just get a couple more that are a little bit better. Okay. Let me see a 4.5 for 5 grand. Man, this book has definitely gotten more and more expensive. This is a right here off of My Comic Shop. If you're ever interested, if you ever see something on My Comic Shop for sale on eBay, don't buy it on eBay. Uh, go to the My Comic Shop website and you can get it cheaper there. This is a Pence copy. Ooh, look at this one. Let's take a look at this one. And then let's take a look at this 2.5. That looks nice. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, now here's an example of the dark green. Remember I was talking about the light green? Now you see how the green is a little darker? Yeah, I think there are two versions of this. One that has the dark green and one has the light green. It's not just fading or anything like that. It's just, that's the different colors. Looks like it's centered really well. You can see all of Cyclops' head. Pretty decent white cover. Not bad. Looking off-white to white pages. That's good in my book. Let's take a look at... Can't really see the staples. But the back cover looks good. Again, only 2 pictures. Very nice looking copy. Very nice. Beautiful book. $15,000? I don't know about that. Let's take a look at this 2.5. I have another My Comic Shop sale. Let's take a look. Okay, two pictures, front and back. 2.5 cream to off-white. And here you can see that the cover is a little tanned. Or, it's not as white as it could be, but still not that bad. Not that bad. The X, the red is still there. There's some creasing or some color breaks there. Good centering. I think this is another example of a darker green version of the book. Let's take a look at the back, because the back is just as important as the front. A little dirty. I still don't see those staples. I don't mind a staple popped here and there, but I don't want any rust on those staples because it just doesn't look good, and eventually it might damage the book even further. There's a 6.5, and here's a 3.0. Let's take a look at this 3.0. 36, probably 3,700. Off-white pages. It could just be the photo, but this is another book, another cover that looks a little toasted. I'm not a big fan of that when it comes to X-Men #1. I like the cover, just as I would like the Fantastic Four. I'd like it to have more white than off-white in it. But it's off-white pages, okay? One pick. 3,600 is now we're starting to see a pattern here. We're seeing the 2s and the 3s. They're at the high 2,000 mark, well into the $3,000 mark. Now that's what people want for them, or that's what people want to start the bidding at. So we're starting to see a pattern here. This one right here, I could tell you right now, $7,000 for a 4.5. It seems a little overpriced to me. Then again, what do I know? Here's a restored cop. Was this restored or qualified? Let's see here. It's trimmed. Ugh. Okay, see how it's light green? Light green. Covers, not as white. Off-white to white pages. Top edge of cover trimmed. Ugh. I don't like trimming. This looks like looks like a nice 4.0 here. Let's take a look at it. UK edition. All right, let's take a look at it. Okay, see the dark green again? I keep pointing that out. I'm sorry. This is one of the things I look for when I'm looking at this book. Man, that one looks so awkward. It needs a month on the bottom of it. UK edition 4.0. Almost $5,000. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, now this is the one of the ones I wanted. I'll just maybe show one more after this. Here's one, $7,000 best offer raw book. Okay, the cover. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the white on this cover. Okay, it's got a fingerprint or a smudge right over there. You see the crease, color breaking crease, and there's some other issues there. A little fading right under, right where Beast is, doing his trapeze artist thing towards Magneto. Look at this. But the white is just, I love it. Love it. There's a little tear at the bottom. Still dirty. Staple looks good. The staple, look, the area around the staples looks great. Looks great. Strong. What do you think? 7.0? Some pretty good pictures. Guy highlights all the defects. Okay, all right. Someone. Oh, here we go. Okay, there's a little tear near the staple. All right. Not too shabby. Someone wrote 384 in this. You think it's a 7.0? I think it has some good eye appeal, right? I mean, it's got its issues, but I don't know if it's a 7.0. It might be I don't know. With that crease, maybe. I need to study Nick's videos. And I think that's it. There's a 3.0. Here we go again. We're in the 3 range. We're in the 3,000 mark price tag. All right. Let's see what these things sold for, and then we'll wrap up the video. Yeah, you can tell what I've been looking at. Ooh, I love that cover. Resident Evil 3. Shining Force. I still need that. Alright. Okay. Let's see. What sold for what? There we got a bunch of X-Men books there. Okay. A 1.0. A 1.0. Sold for $2,000? I mean, I don't know if it necessarily sold for $2,000. I know you're supposed to go on. There's this website that Nick shows in his videos where you can see what it actually sold for, but maybe I should go to that website if I could remember what it was. Item has been reposted because last buyer did not make payment. Okay. Well, let's just take a look. Let's just take, for the benefit of the doubt, let's say, yeah, it's sold for 2,000 or around 2,000, like 1,800 or whatever. Sorry if I'm not being as thorough. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look at a couple of these that we come up with. All right, 1.0. Well, it's a 1.0, what do you expect, right? 1.0, what do you expect? It's not something that I would get. Back to search results. Okay. Here's a 1.5 that sold for a little less than the 1.0 according to what's on the screen right here. Whether or not that actually sold for that price, I do not know. I am not going to look at it. I'm not going to look it up. But the seller is currently away. If you make your purchase, blah, blah, blah. No, I wouldn't buy this. Sell my comic books. Is that a YouTube channel? 1.5. Tape on cover of every small piece reattached to cover with tape. God damn. This is just ugly. Look at this shit. I mean, low grade's low grade. Okay? No doubt about it. But man, look at this friggin' tape. If you think Marvel chipping is bad, have some tape on your friggin' cover. Sell my comic books. Okay, this one, didn't we look at this? Wasn't this for sale? I guess someone purchased it and then maybe had second thoughts. This is the trimmed one, right? The trimmed top corners. Let's just double check. God, I have to go through all this. This is the same one. This is the same one. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, someone bought it, then said, maybe not. Let's check out one more. Blah, blah. That's a lot, though. I mean, for a restored copy, that's a lot. Okay, here we are. An autographed one. 1.5, 3,500. Oh, look at this one. Well, for almost $700, what do you expect? Okay, 4.0 sold just by looking at this right now. We don't know if it actually sold for 4,000. Might have sold for a little less. But ballpark, that's a lot of money. Wow, did this book jump almost $5,000 for a 4.0? Jeez, with a few days ago? More than a few days ago? A week ago? I was about to say, look at that. 1.0, is this the same 1.0 that we looked at a few up? 0.5, yeah, great picture, by the way. My God. Take a better picture, you crying out loud. Yeah, I'm trying to make this big sale. Let me put a blurry picture in. Use your damn head. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, that's a little bit better. Ugh. Oh, this is just nasty. Almost $1,600 for this? You're kidding me. Better you than me. There's that 1.0 again. Am I just going? No, I'm not going back to the. No, I'm going. Ugh. Taken out of the case. What? This is going to be the last one I look at today. I'll do another episode on a different book some other time. Oh, jeez. Oh my God, was this flushed down the toilet? And someone said, "Oh, wait." Stuck their hand in it to try to save it. Well, here, this part looks nice and clean. Too bad the rest of the book looks like shit. Fair. There's nothing fair about that book. Or maybe there is, I don't know. Winning bid, 1,100. I don't know. Taken out of the case and placed in high quality poly bag. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It was put into a high quality poly bag. Now you know it's good to go. That's got to be a friggin' joke. That guy's got to be fucking with you. Well, that's my look at X-Men #1. Some X-Men #1s currently for sale on eBay. Yeah, it's a rough market out there, with some of these. It's what to pay for this. From just looking at some of these, what it's sold for and what people are trying to sell it for, I would say maybe a 4.0 would probably. It's getting closer to the $4,000 range. It's almost like $1,000 a grade. That's what it seems like the trend for this book is, or at least on eBay. I don't know what it is on GPA. It might be less, but at least on eBay, that's what it seems like. Anything over a 3.0 is pretty much in the $3,000 range, I would say. But man, some of those really, really low grades, I was surprised at what some of them sold for. But X-Men, it's heating up, this book. Well, everyone, thank you for watching.